I made a little name for myself in Jamaica when I was there. Yeah, not a very big name, but I made a little name. So the name was one or two people did hear about Chris Goldfinger, because I even hear I guess you had on your show, Richie Poole big me up.
Okay. Yes.
I heard Richie Poole big me up. And after we got Richie Poole, he was one of the pioneers as well back in the days when we started out. Now, when I just forget about sound system now, and I'm just a regular Mr. Christopher. And I was just going to work at daytime, coming home at evening time, going work, going home, going work, going home.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've never really want party, coming in another mood. And over here, the party scene is totally different.
Okay.
All right. And I went to a friend of mine was on tour over here, Clement Irie. And then from Whitehall, a DJ called Clement Irie. He was here on tour. At them time, the Clement Irie, I locked the place. I want to name Bonner and things that tear up England. And I was with me and Clement roll out and go to this club. Mm-hmm. And Rodigan was DJing there. Now, I didn't know Rodigan at the time. Mm-hmm. I've never met him personally, but, it was shocking what he said to me that night when I met him. When I went to this club with Clement Irie, and Rodigan come over and said, "Well, I want Clement," and excitement, exchange pleasantries and thing. And Clement said, "Oh, meet my virgin Chris Goldfinger, And Rodigan was like, "Chris Goldfinger." I say, yeah. He said, "The Chris Goldfinger." I say, "What is you ever hear what, man?" I say, "What you mean the Chris Goldfinger like you hear about me?" I don't really realize some of the name reach over them side. Well, reach over them side. Because he just there white and see it again. So we say, "Yeah, you know what, Chris?" He say, "Yeah. I always listen to you. You used to be on RJ. I say, "Oh yeah." I'm like, me then all forgot.
Yes.
The man said, "Yeah. Yo, man, I hear lots about you, man. I hear lots." I say, "Yeah." Then he said to me, "Oh, what are you doing here?" Mm-hmm. Like, I said, "John, I came to tell me up on tour." I just say, "No." He was there. He said, "Are you doing radio? Are you doing radio or anything?" I said, No. I said, "No, I'm just here, I'm just fitting in, He said to me, "Oh, I'd love you to be a part of what I'm doing on my station." I said, "What? Radio?"
Just like that.
Just like that. The man said, "How would you like to, sit in for me when I'm away?"
Mm-hmm.
I said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, man. Yes, of course." I said, yeah, of course. But I'm not really excited. But I said, yeah, if I have the time,
Yeah, I'll check it out and see what.
Yeah, yeah. Me check the schedule, Trust me. When the man put that to me, and it's like, what? I still forgot on the radio to play some music. What me love. I said, all right. He took my number, and him said, all right, whenever I'm going away, because it's like him didn't know me from the radio. Mm-hmm. And him know my potential from then, which I was surprised that he did. So when Rodigan used to fly out, they used to call me, and I used to sit in for Rodigan on him reggae show on a Sunday. And that's where I got my first taste of, music in England and, reggae playing on a radio station. It was Kiss
and
FM.
he was on Kiss at that time there, yeah?
He was on Kiss FM at the time. Mm-hmm. And I used to deputize for him when he head out. So that's where I kind of felt the vibe. I say, you know what, yeah, man, I want to get back into this music thing. Mm-hmm. Now, I met some guys, just by, going out now regular kind of on the road, meet up with, my radio show going to start. I'm going to pause this. Yeah, I met with some guys here, and they were building a sound system at the time. Mm-hmm. Wasn't on the road yet, but one of the owners came from Connecticut, and he was here at his family out here in the UK, and some other guys were here from the UK, and I met a couple of them, and they were telling me about this sound, because they were like, "Chris Goldfinger, yeah, man, they have a Squad 51 cassette, Virgin it. But are you in your Goldfinger, man? I say, yeah, man. So they had cassettes over here, and you know, them days is like you go Brixton, this is man, I sell cassette and them thing. We look, Squad 51 cassette. I say, whoa. I'm not kind of say, yo, I mean that, you know. I was now, man, stop your eyes, man. Hey, who are you? I say, yo,
Nobody ever seems to believe you when you tell them, yo, it's me. It's me.
Yeah, man.
Nobody believes you.
They don't want to believe. But anyway, then until one of the guys them say, yo, Chris Goldfinger for tune over here. And then him say, yo, we're build a sound. We look for a DJ. So I say, yeah? So yeah, man. So I said, the sound, what the sound name? Him say, what? Asha International. We'll call it Asha International. So I say, okay.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusica.com.